everyone, my name's Lara and today I'm going to be talking you through how to get started on your Isagenix system. So first things first, we split the days into shake days and cleanse days. You're going to be doing 26 shake days and just 4 cleanse days. So let's start with shake days first of all. Now it's really important to know that this system can work around you and your lifestyle. Make sure your life isn't just running around the system to make it easy. So you can replace any meals that you would prefer to do so to suit your lifestyle on that exact day. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to assume that you're replacing your breakfast and your lunch. So first things first, we're going to start with shake days. They're all individually packeted, so you don't have to measure anything. So you'll get up in the morning, make yourself a shake, use your Isagenix blender. We recommend a small handful of ice going in there as well, but it's completely down to your own taste buds, how you enjoy. It might take you a couple of goes to get the consistency just right, but as long as you're putting all of this in, you can really decide how much water you're going to use. You don't need to add milk and you don't need to add anything else. Our shakes are extremely nutritionally dense, so what that means is they've got everything that you already need. However, if every now and again you do fancy adding a little something, so maybe like a sachet of coffee or some peanut butter or some fruit, that's absolutely fine, but don't make too much of a habit of it and remember to keep tracking your calories. Then we're going to move on to one of what I call the everydayers. So these are products that you take every day on shake days and cleanse days. So Ionic Supreme, this is actually my favourite product as well. You can dilute it with water and follow the instructions on the bottle, or you can just have it as a shot. It's at the equivalent of about 2 tablespoons. That's the measurement you need to have, but it's down to your own personal preference whether or not you add some water with it. And then we have Thermo GX, so this is your natural accelerator, absolutely amazing for contributing towards weight loss. You're going to have just one of these capsules with your shake and with the Ionics as well. Again, just take with water. So next we have your mid-morning snack, and it's really important that you include these snacks as part of the system. We don't want you under eating. It's really important not to go too low with your calories. So classies is just as important as the rest of the products and your shakes. So if you're lucky enough to have the ultimate system, you're going to have all of the products included. If you've got the premium, you're also going to have some additional. However, if you've gone with just one of the basic systems, you won't have any Isagenix snacks. So we do suggest that you make your own, stick to whole foods, and you're looking at around about snacks for 100 to 200 calories. However, if you have got our ultimate system, you've got all of your snacks taken care of. If you've gone for the premium system, you'll also have some additional snacking options in there, or you may have just added them onto your cart. So the first one is our Isalife bar. This tastes like chocolate, it's absolutely amazing. So there's 260 calories in here. So we recommend to either cut it in half if you want to have this mid-morning and mid-afternoon if you've not got any additional snacks, or alternatively, if you wanted to utilize the whey thins as well, these are 100 calories, so these are your like savory options. As long as you're having just 1 whey thins and 1 snack per day across the 2 snacking options, that's absolutely fine. And then finally, on the snacking front, we have these Isalife chocolates. These are definitely one of my favorite things about Isagenix. You can have these at any point in your day, to be honest. They're 60 calories each, so obviously we'd only recommend that you have the one. But I would save it till maybe you have a mid-afternoon slump where maybe you're just fancying something a bit sweet, or towards the end of your day after your dinner. And then we're on to lunch, so you're gonna have a shake again. Do make sure that you're only consuming the shakes as and when you're preparing them. It's important that you actually do consume the shakes within 15 minutes. Take your time because you don't want to feel too bloated. There's a lot of nutrition in there, as I mentioned, so you will feel full. Don't drink it just like a normal protein shake. This is a meal replacement, so take your time, but still make sure to consume within 15 minutes of preparing. And then you're also going to take one of the Thermo GX again at lunchtime. So onto our mid-afternoon snack. So as already mentioned, you're going to be having either an Isalife bar or the whey thins, whatever order suits you. And it's around this time that I also recommend maybe trying one of the e-shots. So these are going to be a natural way to boost your energy levels. Great for like a mid-afternoon slump, or even as a pre-workout if you're hitting the gym. And speaking of the gym, if you have the ultimate pack, you will also have our super duper isoprotein. So you take 1 scoop of this and add water. Great post-workout, or you can actually utilize it for the bedtime belly buster. That brings us on to your evening meal. So you're going to be looking at around 400 to 600 calories that you want to consume altogether. Again, sticking to whole foods. You can have a look in your system guide for an example of kind of how your plate should look in terms of your protein, your carbohydrates, and your leafy greens and things like that. We've also sent you through a little recipe e-booklet where there's loads of meal ideas. You'll also find some snacking ideas for the 100 to 200 calorie snacks that we mentioned before. So plenty of choice, but the main thing is, as long as you're sticking to whole foods and it's a nice healthy meal, just make sure you're around the 400 to 600 calorie mark. You've nailed it. Another great product we have for during workout is our Hydrate sticks. So really refreshing, they taste of orange and they give your body what you kind of lose whilst you're working out. So if you're hitting the gym, make sure you add a sachet to your water bottle and consume during workout as well. And finally, we have Isamove. I call this Isapoop. It does exactly what it says on the tin. You're gonna take 2 of these before you go to bed. So we always recommend that you keep them by your bedside. So to summarize, you're going to have your everyday products, which is your Ionic Supreme, your Isamove and your Thermo GX, and then you're going to be replacing 2 meals with your shakes and having 1 400 to 600 calorie meal and then 2 100 to 200 calorie snacks, all utilize the Isagenix snacking options. Next, I'm going to be talking you through cleanse days. So you can do 4 of these throughout the month, and I'm going to finish this part of the video by just giving you some ideas on when you can do a cleanse day. But first of all, let's go through exactly what a cleanse day entails. So it actually is pretty easy. You can't really go wrong because you're not going to be consuming any food on these days. So the purpose of the cleanse day is really just to give all your organs a rest and give your body a really good detoxification. And we're going to do that through this amazing product called Nourish for Life. So you'll be having 4 servings, and if you read the instructions, you'll notice there's 2 different types of instructions. One's for everyday cleansing and one's for deep revitalizing. On cleanse days, you're going to follow the instructions for deep revitalizing. Each serving is 8 tablespoons, and you can add water, and I would recommend you add water just because you're not going to be having any meals, so it gives you something to enjoy, and it actually tastes really nice. It tastes a bit like Vimto, and you can have it hot, you can blend it up with some ice, have it as a bit of a slush puppy, or you could just fill your shaker up, add some ice and drink it like a juice. So don't forget, on a cleanse day, you're still going to take your everyday products, which is your Ionic Supreme, so 2 tablespoons. You're going to have your Thermo GX, 2 capsules per day, and then also your Isamove, 2 before bed. Now, to help regulate blood sugar levels and also to curb some cravings, we have the Isa snacks. So I'll be honest, they don't have much of a taste, even though it says chocolate flavour, but these do the trick. So they serve a purpose on cleanse days, and you can have up to 6 of these throughout the day. You'll be pleased to know you can have an Isalife on your cleanse day. It's low enough in calories that actually won't kick you out of ketosis. So just 1, maybe with a little black coffee, will help you get through the day. However, if chocolate's not your thing, you can have just half a bag of the Whey Thins as an alternative. You'll also be pleased to know that you can have an e-shot if you are feeling a little bit low in energy, just like you would on a shake day. So this is a cleanse day. We want to give your body a really good clean inside. So for that reason, we do recommend that you're consuming around about 2 litres of water in addition to the water that you'll be adding to your Nourish for Life. You can have a black tea or a black coffee if you're usually a tea or coffee drinker. That's absolutely fine. Don't add milk, and of course don't be adding any sugar. Alternatively, you could also have a herbal or maybe even a fruit tea. So to summarise cleanse days, you're going to be taking your everyday products, which is 2 tablespoons of the Ionic Supreme, 2 capsules of the Thermo GX, 2 capsules of your Isamove, and you're going to have 4 servings of 8 tablespoons each of the Nourish for Life, and then you can have up to 6 of your Isa snacks. Of course, if you've got the extra products, you could also enjoy your Isalife or maybe the Whey Thins. One thing to consider when doing a cleanse day is actually when to do a cleanse day. So what day are you going to select to do these? So you need to do 4 whilst you're following the system. However, we do recommend you start with a minimum of 2 shake days before you even begin to do a cleanse day. However, you can just do them to suit you. So if you wanted to do it on day 7 or day 12, that's absolutely fine. You choose the days that suit you the most. You can either do 4 lots of 24-hour cleanses, or you can do 2 48-hour cleanse. So you're going to do them back to back, or you could do a combination of the 2. Again, that's down to you. Most people start with just a 24-hour cleanse day to begin with. Things to consider are, what is your lifestyle like on that particular day? So you don't want to be doing a cleanse day when you may be doing any heavy lifting, and definitely no weightlifting or like high intensity training. You might want to pick a day when maybe you're quite distracted, so maybe a normal work day. I would avoid doing a cleanse day if maybe you're attending a birthday party, for example, or something where you feel like you might be isolated to what's going on in your lifestyle on that day. So the next steps, we would really appreciate it if you could let us know that you've watched this video. We will then send you a little text which will basically tell you everything that I've just said, but as a bit of a checklist for you, so you've got something to refer back to. But the next steps that we need you to take right now is, first of all, download the Isalife app. It's free for account holders, and it will have not only a checklist for the Isagenix products, but it will also allow you to track your calories, which is really important. You can also enter your measurements in there and look after your auto ship orders. Step 2, you're going to utilise your system guide, which you'll find in the box. You'll also find a tape measure in there. If you flick to the back page, you will see your measurements tracker. We'd really appreciate it if you could take all your measurements, take some start photos, take your start weight, and complete the first column here. Take a picture and send it to us. And finally, we really recommend that you enter the Isabody challenge. It's free for anybody who's taken the Isagenix products, and it just gives you something to really commit and work towards. So it's a 16-week challenge. You enter via your back office, so just use your login details. You'll submit your weight, your photographs, but make sure that you've got today's newspaper in order to do so. And in 16 weeks time, simply by just updating the Isabody challenge with your before and after pictures and a little bit about your journey, you will receive £150 in Isagenix vouchers to spend on any products that you like, a certificate and a t-shirt. However, if you are a really, really good transformation, you've got a chance of going into the final where you could win up to £5,000. So wishing you best of luck. We are looking forward to working with you, and any questions, just ask.